This is Bill Hurst at Highland Hill Farm reporting. A couple days ago, the Obama administration decided to starve little children in America. Yet for the balances of the budgets on these states, because in order to receive that money, the states have to agree to spend more money next year on education. At a time, the food stamp program was cut dramatically in order to give teachers, teacher unions, and public service employees a bone. They took the bone away from little children in the form of food stamps. 41 million people receive food stamps, and they're going to be cut. Their allocation for food stamps will be cut in order to give 160,000 teachers and some municipal workers guaranteed jobs for next year. And this is going to be also bad. And teacher loads should go up. In other words, there should be more students per classroom for each teacher in order to help save money. The federal government is actively taking money out of the mouths of little babies and children in order to give teacher unions their due. Now, this is bad because what it shows is that the Obama administration cares more about a voter and getting a voter and their constituent group behind them than small children who can't vote. Now, maybe a child votes in 20 years or 10 years, but they're not going to vote in the next election. So the Obama administration won't pander to them. So this is another example, a blatant example, of the Obama administration playing politics with little children and their health and their welfare. They talk the talk about wanting everybody to have health and welfare and, be taken care of. But when it comes time to putting food on the table, they take it away. In fact, when it comes time to putting food on the table, Michelle Obama goes over to Spain with so-called 40 friends and 13 limousines and 2 helicopters and probably 400 Marines stationed off the shore to help rescue her if she runs into a problem. And then she tells us, well, she did it because one of her friends' father died. Now, blame it on a dead dog, for heaven's sake. Do people really believe the bullshit that they put out? Oh my gosh, I just get so upset. But thank you very much for listening. Goodbye. We're at Highland Hill Farm, and this is one of my customers, and he's going to explain to you about the arborvitae he's been growing and the luck he's had with the green giants versus that of his emerald green.
Right, this is the green giant. Excellent plant. We've had it since it was 14 inches tall. Over the last 4 years, they're 20 feet tall. They grow great. In
4 years, you had 20 feet of growth out of it?
Yes, 20 feet tall. They're filled in. They're nice. Planted them every 5 feet apart. We used to have the emerald green. We still have the emerald green, but we have deer in the backyard and they just clean them. We have to put wire around them. If we don't put the wire, they just eat them. So we switched to these. They started nibbling on them 2 years ago and haven't come back.
Yeah, it has a bitter taste, and when the deer eat it, sometimes they just nibble it and drop it out of their mouth. Now, if you have 100 deer in your backyard, obviously you're going to have a deer problem, and they will nibble, 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 and you'll finally have a major problem. But if you just have a minor deer problem, this tree will be deer resistant.
Absolutely deer resistant.
Have you lost any since you started planting?
I have never lost the green giant at all.
And you've lost how many of the emerald greens at the same?
Just this past winter, 7. I've lost 7 this year, and they've been rooted since 2001. We don't have a water problem. There's plenty of water. It's just this winter they just didn't make it back.
Have you ever seen bagworms on your green giants?
I've seen it on these. No.
On the emerald greens?
Yes.
Yep.
Not on these.
Generally speaking, the green giant is bagworm resistant. And you're seeing that in yours, correct?
Yeah, I haven't seen. These things are great. Believe me. I don't know what to say besides I never watered them. I planted them from when they were 14 inches tall. I've never put any water on them. I've never fertilized them. I haven't done anything. We've gone back. Last year I could mow between them. I can't even walk between them now. They've grown together, and it's been a short amount of time, about 4 years. Right, Nick?
Yeah.
And you're a believer too?
I am.
Okay.
I was shocked. I didn't think it was going to happen, but yeah, they grew.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Again, give us a call at Highland Hill Farm, 215-651-83.
And Ann's, this is actually Ann you're looking at here, got the contorted stem a little bit more, big tulip blooms. We do cut them, they're really heavy. These just haven't grown out quite as much as it should. This one should stay till next year, or this one here would be more what we would dig this year. This one here. Okay, this is a block of Bracken Brown Beauty. We have some alders in here and also some D.D. Blanchard and Edith Bogal on the farm. Big nice ones, we shear them good so they'll be full, limbed to the ground. Everyone wants them limbed to the ground anymore. Very few people want them limbed up. Okay, this is actually your Rucker Stellar Pink again. These dogwoods, we stake them, we cut them to make them heavy, but they do want to grow kind of pretty faced upright. But slick, healthiest dogwoods I've ever grown, any of your Rucker crosses, the Constellation, Celestial, Venus, and the Stellar Pink are all extremely healthy dogwoods. If I was planting out in the landscape anymore, this is the dogwood I'd want over a cornice every time almost.
Thanks.
Okay, we have hemlock. We usually sell from about 3 to 4 all the way up to 11 to 12 foot. This hemlock here you're looking at is a 4 to 5. This is a 4 to 5 foot. To get in here, this is probably a 5 to 6. This would be graded as 5 to 6. Count half of this top is American Nursery Standard. That tree's about 6 foot right there where I'm holding it. And this tree you get back here, this is probably, that is about 7.5 foot right there. So this is a 7 to 8 foot hemlock. This is sheared to grow for next year. 6 to 7. Again, this is going to be like a 6 to 7 foot hemlock. That's a good 7 foot or more right there where I'm holding it.
This is a block of green giant arborvitaes. More green giants at the top of this next field with Niagaras in the base, and some more Niagaras and green giants over in there, and more green giants all the way up through there. Give us a call, 215-651-8